Rituparna is only coming out
We
of my
used to
mouth.
always have these names because we used to be namesake, so we used to always have this
I
problem of
swear there are so
Rituparna
many.
and Rituparna. And in Bombay, so
Yes,
many people call me Rituparna. I said
Parna and
Rituparna
Parna.
is the director and Rituparna is the actor. In the national award also, Rituparna's name and Rituparna's name were also a little bit of a confusion there. So there also they spelled it like Rituparna. Then I said, no,
Yes.
my name is Rituparna.
My name is Sandeep. Right now I have the very beautiful, the super, super, super gorgeous, the Bengali Rituparna Sengupta. Hello and welcome.
Hello, hello everyone.
Uh, First things first, you have to tell me what are you up to during the lockdown? How has the lockdown been treating you? Where are you?
Well, I am in Singapore right now, and that's how the lockdown is treating me quite well because this was quite a long overdue with my family that I could spend some quality time with them. And otherwise, I was, life had been very, very busy back in India. So I used to make, several trips in between Singapore and Kolkata and, anywhere in India. But today, this lockdown has proved to be, of course, it is not very nice that this COVID has happened. Of course, this is very painful for everyone. But at the same time, we got a little bit of opportunity to spend some quality time with the family and know them better. And I think this was quite a thing. I mean, if you see, in a way, of course, it has caused a lot of pain, and it is causing a lot of pain. But at the other hand, if you go back and see, it is also creating a lot of space for us, giving us a bit of opportunity to live life in a different way. Of course, which we were not thinking about it before.
Also, it has
Different
opened a lot of
pandemics.
different perspectives.
Sorry,
It has
we were.
also opened a lot of
Yeah.
lot of different perspectives
Yes,
actually.
we were in a race completely, and now this pandemic has, this pandemic has given us a very well designed halt to, pause and think and do things which we were not doing. And this pandemic gave us the opportunity to know us better. The things we were craving to do, like reading a good book, or like sort of watching something or creating something of your own. Maybe who used to paint, maybe they have started painting. Who used to write have started
Hmm.
writing. Who have started a lot of things. I mean, new things have come on the horizon, which are, I think, the creative skills have also are flourishing in a different way for everyone. People have started innovating stuff, and of course this online, this virtual meetings and this virtual platform has created
Yes.
not a lot of new talents in the horizon. And I believe there has been a great effort to do new kind of work. And for me, of course, I also did a lot of stuff. I wrote some poetries, and I did two short films in this lockdown. Then I then I did two dance dramas, completely shot at home, and we edited it in a different way. So tried my hand in different stuff, like tried to do some painting with my daughter, and then uh, tried some culinary skills. So I believe it has been quite a thing. I mean, but I, at the end of the day, I felt that
Quite
life.
productive for you.
It is actually, I cannot be inactive in any point of time for sure, because I am such a person that who cannot sit idle. And my husband says that you
Hmm.
are always, your mind is filled up with something or the other. I'm always thinking, Array, I have to do this, I didn't do this, I had to do that, I am doing this, now I will do this. So something or the other going on in my head. Uh, so that way,
Hmm.
I'm a very workaholic person, so I don't think that I can, if I don't work, I feel that I'm fish out of water. And of course something has to be there occupying my brain. Otherwise, my I cannot like sit idle and just do nothing. So that way, yeah, of course, yes.
Right. Ritu, you also have to tell me. You have worked with some tremendous filmmakers in your entire career, and
Still I
for
am.
instance, if I kind of take, yeah, for instance, if I take the name of Rituparna Ghosh,
Yeah.
what is that one particular facet, or what is that one particular trait of his that you perhaps have in your mind, or perhaps you kind of think about him, think about that particular trait or characteristic whenever you're thinking of him? Yeah, whenever you see his films.
See, Rituda has actually introduced me to a new kind of cinema. The cinema which was not known to me, and that cinema which I didn't have any idea about, because I was kind of a product of commercial cinema. I still feel that I'm a product of commercial cinema. So at that time I was absolutely into those pot boilers and very, dramatic stuff. But Rituda actually tried to, imbibe that kind of feeling inside me that you are also meant for different kind of cinema. So that way, I got this opportunity from this man, and he actually initiated this journey of mine that, Ritu, you are not only cut out for a commercial film, only commercial film which will talk only about your glamour quotient and whatever it is, the very presentable one. But at the same time, if you're an actor from the core, you are meant for this kind of cinema also. So he actually showed me the way to that new the new focus of a different kind of cinema. So obviously with Rituparna Ghosh, my best one of my best films in the career happened, which was called Dohon. And where
Tawhid,
I did get the national award as the best actress. So that field was completely unknown to me, because Rituda had this beautiful that
but Dohon definitely was a game changer of sorts as far as your career is concerned. But I think you had done Udodit Dashgupta's Mundu Virupakka.
Virupakhan, but that is after the one. Yeah. So no, no.
Oh, okay,
What I'm
after.
saying to ask about Rituparna Ghosh, Rituda had this extreme, extreme insight about, about a character, about a film. Especially, he etched out all the female characters, the, the female protagonists in his film are so believable and so beautifully etched out, that every line, every dialogue, every frame of the film looked so believable. And the way he emoted emoted the the emotions of a woman was absolutely like unparalleled. So when I did Romita of Dahon, I could see Romita in him. The way he used to speak and talk. Sorry, I had a wrist injury, so my hand is like covered in this thing. So everybody might think, why Rituparna with a white dress wearing a blue band? So because if I had a small wrist injury, so I had to put this band. So I just mentioned it. So you know what? Coming to this, so I believe Rituda had this whole beautiful essence of that feminism in him. So that feminine, everything feminine used to come out so good out of him. Of course, he absolutely understood a woman's mind very well, and he wrote everything accordingly. And of course, so I think Rituparna Ghosh had this whole, he was that epitome of different cinema, which was
Cinema,
once upon a
exactly.
time carried on by very very big filmmakers, and I think he took on to that legacy, and he actually wanted to create a new form in Bengali cinema. That new form, I think that's the right word, and I think he actually gifted us with that new form of cinema, which became so very topical and so very accepted all over the world. And that actually attracted the attention throughout the throughout the audience all over the world.
Hmm.
So like it is throughout the world, his audience became so keen to watch his films. So so that's why I think that he had made some unique creations through Bari Ali, through Shubho Mohorat, through Utshab, which I did. And
Mm-hmm.
that Bengali culture, and that whole like that the small nuances, the small things of life, and those
Exactly.
the lifestyle of a Bengali family. He used to give such a beautiful picture of
It's
that.
called Bangaliana.
Bangaliana, then in that khabar table scene, I mean, like like the
Exactly.
whole Bengali diaspora of that food. He actually, he made use of that so beautifully in his films. And every film would have one dining table scene, for that matter. We used to see because
Mm-hmm.
the Bengalis khabar, and like what we say in Bengali, that Bangali khabar
Absolutely.
is so popular all over the world. So that actually also creates, and we talk and we have a lot of discussions, like in a dining table and over food, over dinner or lunch. That whole that atmosphere created in the. So he actually created very beautiful moments, and those moments are remembered throughout his like through his films.
Unfortunately, his life and his cinema was cut short because of his sudden death. I am a big, I wouldn't say a fan, but I am a big admirer of Vidya's films.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In fact, I have been a film student myself, and yes, I have been a film student myself from
Okay.
Shobhajit Film and Television Institute. And Orko Komal Mitro used to be one of our guest lecturers.
Oh,
And he
lovely.
used to
That's
keep
nice.
on, talking about his films and all of that.
Orkut has
So I still
edited
remember those days.
almost most of his films. Orkut edited most of his films,
Yes,
yes.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. And
Exactly,
he's such a
exactly.
brilliant editor. I mean, of course, he has done
He's a
so much
wonderful
work
guy.
with that master. So I think for
Absolutely.
Orghuda, it's like when Orghuda talks about him, it's so much to know from him, because he has worked so closely with this master,
And
Rituparna
he's a
Ghosh.
wonderful orator as well. As a speaker, he's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's a very good speaker.
And Rituda actually had this whole innocence in him, that innocence was there. And he used to treat us all like he used to treat us all equally, when and he used to call tui to everyone. And like he had made that homogeneous atmosphere on the sets. That was
Mhm.
very important, so that actually also used to be very comfortable for all of us to know a filmmaker of his status and or his position. He used to make us all feel so easy with him. Be it me, be it any other actor, be it a spot boy or any other technician, he used to be very uniform with everyone. So that way, his productions were very friendly production, where those beautiful things used to come out very nicely. And
Relationships are Harvard, you mean?
sorry,
Relationships are Harvard. A
yeah,
very
yeah.
close knit kind of a entire
Closely.
set.
And that's what the film also used to talk about. His films were very close knit. His films, the relationships were
Yes,
very close knit, and his relationships come out very real on screen. And of course, his music also was a beautiful treat for all of us in all his films.
oh, of course,
So
of
he
course.
used to work. I mean,
And
that
mostly in his films, I mean, I don't know why we are discussing Rituparna right now, but still, mostly in his
but
films,
when it
it
comes to
used to be
Ritu,
mostly.
you have endless things to talk about him. So obviously, yes,
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly, exactly.
So we all miss him. I mean, there was so much from him to to get. But I think whatever he has
Absolutely,
given
absolutely.
us, I think that's what we can we can just have that treasure with us to
It's like a
know.
legacy.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like a
yeah,
legacy of sorts.
yeah. Yes, yeah.
Uh, Fine. And another very important question that I have for you, Rituparna,
Oh,
Rituparna is only coming out
we
of my
used
mouth.
to always have these names because we used to be namesake, so we used to always have this
I
problem of
swear there are so
Rituparna
many.
and Rituparna. And in Bombay, so
Yes,
many people call me Rituparna. I said,
Porna
look,
and
Rituparna
porn.
is the director and Rituparna is the actor. And when, when in the national award also, Rituparna's name and Rituparna's name were also a little bit of a confusion there. So there also they spelled it like Rituparna. Then I said, no,
Yes.
my name is Rituparna. Sometimes, my phone calls used to go to him.
You won't
And
believe,
he used to
even
say, Ritu,
very
Ritu,
tedious
don't call me
Bengalis, people who
Ritu.
are real Bengalis, they make this conversation.
I know.
They make
No,
this
sometimes
mistake.
it so happened that my phone calls, I mean, somebody called me, it went to Ritu Porno. And Rituda used to call me and
Uh,
say that, Ritu, your phone chole esche, but your phone came to me, your call. So confusion, yeah. So
okay,
there were huge
right.
confusions, but at the end of the day,
So
we
now
missed
you've got to
the
tell me a little bit about, tell me about your new film with Mr. Anurag
yeah,
Kashyap. How
yeah.
was it? I mean, are you still shooting?
Oh, it's a
What
beautiful,
is it
yeah.
all about?
It's a
Tell me
yeah,
just a little bit.
it's a beautiful setup, and it is set up in the hills. It's called Basuri, and it is a beautiful, lovely human story for couple and small boy, and it's mostly between the mother and the son, and he's a small little boy who plays the basuri, and then Anurag is doing a very pivotal role in the film. He's playing my husband, and it is directed by Hari Viswanathan, who is again a very accomplished director from South, and his film is in Netflix called Radio Patti, and I think he has won many awards for that film. And I'm really looking forward for this film, and we are trying to see a
Hmm.
release very shortly of this. And we shot this whole film in the hills near Jalpaiguri in North Bengal, and
Okay.
in the tea gardens. Yeah, beautiful, plush tea gardens, and I think we had a whale of time actually. We then um, very important actors are there in the film. Other actors are also very good. There's a very big Marathi actor in the film, and I think we had some great moments when we shot the film. And Anurag actually he of course, he's a great actor as well, but he also helped in writing the script. Like he almost co-written the film. So I think this whole experience was beautiful, and we had a cinematographer who came from Poland called Grace Gross, and so we had some very
Okay.
interesting shooting over there. And so I think the whole film looked interesting, and I'm really waiting for the release to come up.
Also, now that, especially during the lockdown, as you said, the OTT platforms are really booming. Every film is literally releasing on an OTT platform, be it any OTT platform for that. So now, and there are so many web series that are repeated. So now, I mean, are you actually have anything of that sort in your mind, like coming down with a web series?
Oh yeah,
Mm,
actually,
the
I
fact that many actors,
yeah, actually a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
please go on.
yeah, actually a lot of movies of mine are being my producers are talking to the OTT platform for the release, and a few of them are there already. I would definitely like to be a part of this platform, because this is a platform where you are instantly reaching out to the world audience. And of course, the kind of content this platforms are producing, or the platforms are showcasing. I'm quite intrigued to get into that kind of space, because as an actor I always feel that I need to rediscover and revitalize everything about me and my acting. So I feel that there is a lot of scope in this whole arena, and I believe there's people are taking very subtle, interesting subjects, which they won't be attempting for a celluloid or a bigger like a feature film, but in this space they are
Medium.
trying to experiment things about issues which might create interest to a larger audience. So I would definitely have people
Absolutely.
are talking to me regarding some interesting work on this platform. So I am in a I am in a mode where I need to pick and choose, because I'm not willing to do anything which comes my way. But at the same, I really want to pick and
Hmm.
choose now and make some very interesting, interesting breakthrough if I get a chance in this platform. So I'm trying to also motivate myself, and I am trying to analyze the subjects more than before coming into this platform. And actually my 5 6 films are already on floor, which are some on the pre-production, some are on the production, some are post-production. So like everything is channeled accordingly. So I'm also looking for those kinds of films to come on this platform as well. So producers are now a little in two minds whether they're going to release the film or they are going to directly set it up for the OTT. So there is a lot of thinking going on in this field. So I'm also a part of in this. I'm also a bigger part in this whole thing, obviously. So I'm also trying to see which movies can come on this platform and what kind of work I might do in this platform. So yes, recently my movie, which is called Parcel, got released just before the lockdown, and that's a very interesting subject.
Hmm.
And but we were really unlucky, so the movie couldn't run more than 3 days because then the lockdown was announced and we had to take it off. But we're
I think
trying to,
now with the OTT platforms,
yeah, now
there are
we are putting
multiple,
that, trying to,
opportunities that are coming now.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of films which couldn't be seen on the theaters or celluloid. Now there is a rich opportunity of taking this films on this platform. So I believe producers are also working towards it, and they are also in two minds what to do, because of course one way the theaters are closed and we don't have any surety of getting it open, but I still think that the theaters should be opened, and it should come back very gloriously, and they should be back on their feet very soon, because it's a huge industry and it's a huge I think people are really suffering out there, because there's a lot of people who are involved in this whole cinemas and theaters. So of course, so it should come back as soon as possible. But at the same time, OTT is another alternative which are getting, which is giving us an opportunity to rethink and reshuffle and recreate, I must say. So I'm quite upbeat about this whole thing, and let us see.
Let it go.